What's poppin' South Korea? This is your DJ Brian Ju, and you're listening to TBS efm. And we're again coming to you live, sort of live from the dungeon yet again. And you know what? It's a good Thursday morning, and we're here bright and early because yesterday I was a little late for work. I'm sorry for that, but today I'm not. And actually for us, it's a little bit after 10 because we're actually pre-recording the show yesterday for today. So I don't know if that confuses you listeners right now. You guys are probably thinking, what's going on? Anyways, you guys have to understand, me, the producer, the writers, we all have busy schedules, so we can't be live every day, but at least we pre-record for you guys so we can be on air for you guys every day. Alrighty, did you know that we aren't live today because, and actually not because of this thing, but I'm just saying I'm glad we're not live today because today's word up word of the day is a little hard for us to take requests in because let's just say you're going to listen to the song and you're going to probably think, what song can we request that hints or links to the word of the day? It's a little difficult, but let me explain in detail why it's hard. So today's first song comes from Jewel, and it's called Foolish Games. And she's singing about the games going between people who are dating each other. You know what? Sometimes people who've been dating for a long time don't really know each other that well. And early on when you're dating, you play all the silly little games with each other's minds. But when you're in a relationship for a long time, the games need to stop, of course. You have to be honest with each other, and that's what this song is all about. So this is Jewel with Foolish Games, and I'll be right back. That was Jewel with Foolish Games, and you're listening to What's Poppin' on TBS efm. And we'll be right back, but don't worry, because once again, you're tuning into TBS efm 101.3 in Seoul and surrounding areas, GFN 98.7 in Gwangju, and 93.7 in Yeosu. Now it's time for the word up word of the day. Now, I don't know if you guys got it from the song. It's pretty obvious, but today's word is not games, of course. And so that really only leaves one other word. You might think it's foolish, but no, that's not the word either. But what do you call foolish people? We call them fools. And that's the word up word of the day today, fools. A fool is a person who always does stupid or irresponsible things, and someone who's not so bright, of course. But remember, it's not nice to call people fools all the time, especially in Korean. The Korean word for fool, it is pabo. In our next song, the Wonder Girls are singing about someone being a pabo. And remember, though, it's really not nice to use this word in Korean. It's not nice to say it in English as well, but it's a little bit more mild in English than in Korean. So, to be honest, I can think of more worse words in English, and I don't want to say it on air because I'm a good guy. I'm a nice guy. I don't want to call anybody anything bad. But I'm just saying, do not use pabo because it's not really nice to say to people. Anyways, here's the Wonder Girls with E Pabo. That was the Wonder Girls with E Pabo. And coming up on today's show, it is Thursday, so that means Eugene will be here for Poppin' News. And we're going to talk about some trifling people, crazy inventions, and some weird news and stuff like that. And the weird thing about it all, it's all true. We don't make it up. We read the news. Of course, the news might alter some things, but we don't alter anything. We just tell the truth as it is. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be the second half. We want to find out some weird news? Listen in. Alrighty, now time for the next song. Now, for all you K-pop fans out there, if you've been listening to K-pop for a long time, do you remember the girl group called SES that was the most popular girl group at SM for the longest time? And they're really, really well known. And quite possibly the most popular song that they've ever made was called Dreams Come True. And there's even one part where one of the singers and rappers, Eugene, raps through a vocoder. Not Eugene, our writer, Eugene from SES. But it turns out a lot of people don't know this, but this song was a cover of a song by a girl duo from Finland called Nylon Beat. And this song was very popular in Europe and not very popular anywhere else. In fact, the SES version is actually more well-known even outside of Korea. Sometimes that happens. But it's understandable because sometimes one group might have a better promotion team behind them, and SES finally had that when they were working for SM. But this cover even uses the exact same music and samples. It's amazing. So, we're not going to play the SES version because you guys have probably heard the SES version many, many times. This is actually Nylon Beats. I haven't heard the Nylon Beat version, so this is my first time listening just like you guys. So check it out. This is Nylon Beat with Like a Fool. That was Nylon Beat with Like a Fool. Alright, our final song for the first half comes from a Canadian indie band called Tegan and Sarah. I don't know if you guys know them, but I know who they are. And I think it's great that we have, we give opportunity to all these independent groups and bands all over the world to get their music out there. Popular music is good, of course, it's great, but you can always hear popular music on the radio, America's Top 40, Canadians Top 40, whatnot. So you want to do something different here and give indie bands their opportunity. And Tegan and Sarah's song is called I Was a Fool, and it is about how everyone acts all foolish when they're in love. And that's understandable. Think about when you were in love the first time. How foolish did you act around your special someone? I know I was nervous, cold sweats, stuttering, didn't know what to say. My brain wasn't functioning. You know what? That happens to all of us. So instead of trying to go up to the special someone and talking to them and, trying to put your swag on, think about what you're going to say beforehand. That's what I recommend. The night before, you're going to go to school, if you're in high school or college or university campus, and think, if this person's in front of me, what do I want to express and say to the person that, I'm falling head over heels for? You don't want to mess up doing it live, because that's the worst thing to do if you're in love with this person. You want to take your time. Write it down on a piece of paper sometimes, That might help too. At lunchtime or like study hall, look at the note, be like, all right, this is what I'm going to say to him or her, and be like, you know what? I like you, and I want to take you on a date. Is that okay with you? Let's go steady. I haven't used that word in a long time. Remember back in the day, you used to use that word steady. I don't think kids use that word anymore. That's how you realize you've been in the game for a long time. I don't want to use the word old, but I am older. We always get older by, time, unfortunately. Anyways, yes, do not try to mess up in front of the person you like, that special someone. Practice and go over what you're going to say to this person, or I know you're going to mess up, because we all get the jitters. We all get nervous. You just want to be able to be calm, relaxed, and, try to show the person that you care about that you're kind of cool. You don't want to show the nervous side, because the nervous side might actually turn them off. Alrighty? So now, stop being a fool. And for you all fools out there, I want to dedicate this song. This is Tegan and Sarah with I Was a Fool. You're tuning into What's Poppin' on TBS efm, and we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. Welcome back to What's Poppin', and now it's time for What's Paparazzi. I tried to do something new there, but it didn't work. But now everybody has seen the new side video for its hit new song, Gentleman. And it's so funny, but there's a side effect from that video, of course. It's now been viewed over 200 million times. And because of that, we now have something called the side effect. Not the side effect, but side effect. And you guys know, Ga-in from the Brown Eyed Girls co-stars in the video, and people want to know more and more about her. So she's gotten a lot of attention lately. She's gotten a whole bunch of Twitter followers, constant phone calls from people want to interview her, tons of articles written about her as well, and Google searches for Ga-in have also been more frequent lately, of course. And this is a great example of how one popular artist can be good for an entire genre. In this case, K-pop. And since more and more people are interested in Ga-in because of Psy, that's the Psy effect. Now, they may start watching Brown Eyed Girls videos and become interested in Narsha as well, because Narsha's in the group Brown Eyed Girls, and then start looking at what she's doing and find out that I'm starring with her in a musical, so that they'll be more, interested in me as well, and they'll give me more exposure, and hopefully I'll be part of the Psy effect. But more on sides, I don't really care about the whole being connected to the Brown Eyed Girls thing. I'd rather Psy use me in his next video. But what can he do? He already did Gangnam Style, Gentleman. I'm thinking if it's me and Psy, it's got to be a song called Bros Before Boop. I don't want to say it on air. Hint, hint, Psy. That'll be the next single for you. You and I'll be like gangs, like Lonely Island. That'd be amazing, Like Justin Timberlake and that dude from Saturday Night Live. That'd be Psy and Brian Jew. Could you imagine? It's my box. I don't want to say it on radio, but we all know that song. Anyways, with that said, I want to play a Brown Eyed Girls song for you. This song sounds a lot like the Gentleman song, and apparently Psy actually bought the rights to the song's dance, the Abracadabra dance, and uses it in the Gentleman dance. So for all you new K-pop fans out there who think Psy came up with this new dance for Gentleman, he didn't. It's actually the Abracadabra dance from the Brown Eyed Girls single. So check it out. This is Brown Eyed Girls with Abracadabra.
What's up, Brian?
What's up? Wow, that's...
No. Welcome to the What's Poppin' news, of course.
Yes.
You know what? I feel like we've just traveled through time, like Back to the Future. Have you know what I mean?
I get deja vu sometimes, but I don't know if that's part of like the Back to the Future type thing.
Well, I don't know. I just feel like, sometimes time just moves so quickly, but it feels like you're living a long time ago.
What?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's go into the first.
Are you
piece
on something
of
that I
news.
need to know about? Do I have to report you to the
caffeine?
the feds?
Maybe I'm on caffeine.
Caffeine.
I just had a cup of coffee.
Okay.
So, yeah, but we had a lot of stories about crocodiles before, right?
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did. And there's one story that I thought this was pretty amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It says, well, first of all, what is the biggest animal that you've ever been attacked by?
In reality or in my dreams?
No, well, I guess either.
In my dreams, I was attacked by a dinosaur.
Okay.
Should we call dinosaurs animals?
Yeah,
though?
they are animals.
Okay, yeah, I've been
Extinct
attacked by a
animals.
dinosaur.
Okay.
In real life,
Yes.
I was probably attacked by a Rottweiler.
A Rottweiler. Oh,
Yes.
okay, but they like it bit you.
No, it was chasing me down the street, and then the owner finally caught the dog. Then I was so mad I
okay.
wanted to kill the owner.
I see. Well,
Because you should have had the dog on a leash anyway.
Absolutely, but
Yeah.
he never physically attacked you, so you were
He
okay.
chased me down the street. That's attacking.
Okay, but he didn't.
It's like somebody running after you with a bat. They're attacking you still.
Okay, but he didn't like
Actually
hit,
bite me.
hit you or anything.
He made me cry, and that was
Yeah, I understand.
embarrassing.
It is embarrassing.
I was like in
guess you were,
7th grade.
7th grade. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, the biggest thing that has ever attacked me has been a jellyfish, where it shoots that
Ooh, that's
stinging
scary.
stuff. When I was swimming in the beach, that sucked. But
They sting.
yeah, well, there's this one man I guess he's from France, and he was swimming in the water, and a crocodile bit his head. Right?
What?
He's 29 years old from France.
He did?
Yes, his name is.
Did you say yes when he died?
No, he did not
Okay.
die. I thought you said he did. Not
I said he did.
Well, his name is Johan Galeran. He's 29 years old. The crocodile grabbed him by the head, and when crocodiles bite you in the head, they want to do that death roll, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. But he was able to punch the crocodile in the face several times, scaring it, and the crocodile ran away.
Oh, this took place in Northern Australia.
Yes, it did.
But he's a
So-
Frenchman. Okay.
I guess he was on vacation. It was in the Northern Territory, I suppose.
Okay.
He said his head was in the crocodile's mouth for less than a second, but he had like the huge puncture wound from teeth on the back of his neck and
Ooh.
3 or 4 on the side of his head. And, when they asked him, what did you think? Did you think you were going to die? He said, I didn't think about dying. I only thought about fighting to stay alive. Right? So this
Great
guy...
French accent, by the way.
Thank you. Like, this guy is, really bad axe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he basically, was in the jaws of death, literally, and he was able to punch a crocodile and save his life. That's amazing.
Hold up. Isn't the bite of a crocodile so strong that even with one bite, it would just snap your head off?
Well, if he grabbed you in the neck, I guess your skull is a big bone, so... He was
But I mean, if
yeah.
you think about the mouth of a crocodile
Yeah.
or alligator, whatnot, it's hollow in the middle, so obviously it's gonna fit your head size.
Right.
And then the teeth are big and sharp, so it can snap your neck right off.
It could, but I guess he didn't get a totally good.
I
grip
don't
on
know.
the
I
head.
think Mr. Johan dude over here is mumbo jumbo.
So where do you think he got the wounds from then?
You know what? Afterwards,
Yeah.
he could have gotten a pencil and like boop 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 poked in the back
Why
of his
would
neck.
anybody do that?
Don't know, because he wants
Why
to be all
would-
macho. I don't believe this news. I think
you don't
he
believe
made it up.
Well, there was a witness actually.
Okay, so what the witness say?
The witness said his name was De Souza Couto, who said despite having a small. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the other story. I don't remember what the witness said. He said I was for sure that he was going to die, but he was able to escape by punching the crocodile in the face. So that's what happened.
He punched a crocodile.
Yeah, while his head was in there, he was like punching it from the side like this. It's possible. All right, but that might.
I'm just gonna say this in Korean. That's husore to me.
Okay.
Yes,
well,
that's not gonna happen. You're gonna die.
You might think that that's not true, but it appears to be the truth because it
Appears
comes
to be
from-
the truth. You guys be the judge. Yes.
Okay. The next one, however, this is even more amazing. This person
What is this?
also
I'm looking at a picture of a guy.
received another terrible injury. This is a Brazilian fisherman who, he goes fishing with a harpoon,
Yeah.
and he accidentally shot the spear through his eye, in through his brain.
Oh my gosh. I'm seeing the picture. You have a picture of it right
Yeah,
here,
I did
too.
put the picture in there just so you could see how graphic it is. It goes through his eye all the way to the back of his skull. You can
Oof.
see that, right? It's terrible.
Uh-huh.
It's disgusting and scary. But, after that happened, what would you do if that happened to you and you survived? What would be
I'd
the
join the
first-
X-Men. I'd be a superhero.
Okay, before you become a superhero, though, what would be the first thing you would do? Like, if you survived having a harpoon shot through your eye.
I would go to everybody I was mean to, hug them, and say, I love you, life is great. Because I
That's
survived.
the first thing you would do.
Oh, the first thing? If I actually got...
Yes.
I would scream like a little girl.
And then you would call 911 and say, take me to the hospital.
Yeah.
Right? Of course. But he didn't do that. He went home and he thought, I could sleep it off. Right?
With a harpoon still in his head?
Yeah. It's amazing. This man is Bruno Barcelos de Souza Coutinho, and he was, cleaning his fishing gear. He was cleaning when he wasn't fishing when he was doing it. He was cleaning it. Harpoon shot through his face, and then he just thought he'd stay home and relax and let it heal by itself. He didn't remove the harpoon himself because that could have damaged his brain even more.
How did he not die?
That's amazing. I just think some people are crazy.
Holy moly!
That they have. I mean, I guess they're. You know how they say you only use a certain percentage of your brain, right? Like 20%. So it.
But he shot it through his eye, so he's blind in one eye.
Yes,
as well.
he is blind in one eye. He lost his vision in his left eye.
Oh,
but
this sounds painful.
If you shoot the part of the brain that you don't use, then you should be okay. I guess.
You know what this kind of looks like, though?
Yeah.
This looks made up, too, if you look at the picture.
Yeah.
It looks like something out of, like, Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, it definitely does look like
it.
that, but it's not photoshopped.
This is true?
This is absolutely true. So he survived. This comes from Splash News.
Why is there two harpoons in his picture?
I think the other harpoon in the front is supposed to show you what the harpoon looks like. Like they laid it on top of the X-ray. He didn't have a harpoon going through his nose also. That would be just terrible.
He'd be dead.
Yeah, he would. But this prompts me to have chosen this next song called You Only Live Twice by Bjork. And this is a cover of the Nancy Sinatra version. So these men only live twice.
Alrighty.
They're very lucky.
Check it out, y'all. This is Bjork with You Only Live Twice. That was Bjork, yes, with You Only Live Twice. When I was younger and I saw her name, I thought her name was Bjork.
Yeah, a lot of people thought that, and I thought she was like Asian or something. She kind of looks like she is, but
yeah, she had the Asian eyes for a while.
She's from Finland, so
I'm gonna start calling myself Bijou.
Bijou?
Like
you gotta put some umlauts over, the little dots.
Oh yeah,
over
little dots. That'd be Biu. She's Bjork, so that'd be Biu. Because there's no Kathy and Biu.
That would be.
What's up, this is Biu.
Yeah, Biu. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yep.
So the next story is not as scary or amazing as the previous one, but there's a scientist on the BBC named Chris Bradshaw that he says that if you play heavy metal music for plants.
Beardshaw. Chris Beardshaw. Bradshaw or Beardshaw?
Beardshaw.
Yes.
Okay.
BBC News.
Sorry. So you watch the BBC News a lot?
Sometimes, because I want to hear the accents.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Groovy. No. So he was saying that if you play heavy metal music for your flowers, they will grow a lot better, right?
What? Is this tested?
This is tested. He's an avid gardener, and he likes to listen to Black Sabbath.
Okay.
You remember Ozzy Osbourne was the front man, and then later James Dio was the front man later. And he was testing it, and he tried very different kinds of music for the plants, and he found that they respond the greatest to heavy metal, because I guess he was saying that it was the very loud bass line of the guitar beat combined with the really high screeching guitar beat. Well, not the beat, the riffs and stuff. So if you get some really high quality speakers, the vibration will help them to get more oxygen somehow. So, if you're a plant grower, you should listen to let them listen to heavy metal.
You know what, I'm going to do a test too. I'm going to put 2 different plants in 2 different rooms in my house.
Yeah.
Play hip-hop music for one plant, and then play... Actually, no, but hip-hop music got bass too. So I'll do classical music for one plant.
Yes.
And then rock for another.
A lot of people do say that the plants do like the classical music, but, that it would depend on who you play. You'd have to play the same song as a control, I would think, too. It would have to be the same song over and over and over again. But then again, plants don't have ears, so they can't listen. But it has to do with the oxygen level and the vibration, perhaps.
Or maybe he had better sunlight while he was showing or listening to the rock music for the plant.
Well, I mean, he only tested one plant, I guess, so it's possible. But I mean, they did better with the music than without, is what he's saying. So the thing that it's quoted in here as saying is that the great big thumping noise, rowdy music, and they had the best flowers and best resistance to disease. So I guess if you're hearing all this stuff about bad things happening or the very loud music, it makes you your immune system.
Pumps you up.
Yeah.
That is true, because when I work out,
yeah,
I can't listen to no Taylor Swift. I need to put some Linkin Park on.
Yeah,
or
even the House of Pain or something like that. That would be good. Or the Rappin' Duke. Daha, Daha. Maybe
I'm
not.
sorry, guys. For all you guys who tuned in yesterday, the Rappin' Duke song, yes, I don't know why Eugene does it, but every Wednesdays, The third song's gonna be a
Okay,
weird song.
one thing, that song was really popular when it came out. It is
to the weird people who like that kind of
it's
stuff.
not to the weird people. It was a really hot song back
Was it
in
on the
1985.
Billboard charts?
Yes, it was.
What did it rank?
The highest it got was, I think, in the 70s or
Don't
something
get so
like that.
defensive. I'm just joking.
Well, the dude's from D.C.,
Gosh.
for one. The
So
guy
that's
made
why
it.
you're backing him up,
He's
because
from
he's from your area.
It was huge in D.C. because he's from there, but he doesn't really sound like that. He was trying to impersonate John Wayne, who was a film actor who died a few years previous to the song.
That's what you listeners have to understand is the guy was actually just being funny on the song. He wasn't being seriously rapping like that either.
That's why he's like, well, you think you're bad with your stuff. I'll tell you I invented rap. You know
what we should do?
What's that?
You should make a song.
I should make a song?
And we'll record it and put it on my album. Not!
I was like, I'm going to get some royalties from this, right? No,
since we talked about and clarified that song, we have to let you guys know some bad news.
Oh, what's that?
It's the end of our show!
Oh, okay, but we'll be back with the live studio tomorrow.
Yes, we will, with Olivia and a special guest.
Yes.
But with that said, we're going to leave you guys with Guns N' Roses.
Yes, a
Welcome
song,
to the jungle!
heavy metal song about plants.
Yes.
Because it's about Welcome to the Jungle. So.
Welcome to the jungle. So this is Brian Ju.
And Eugene Huang.
Signing off. Peace.